Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make a farm for all of your city building needs. And on this farm, there was a stable. This is where I keep my cows and my horses. A chicken coop for the chickens. A pigsty for the pigs. A rather large barn where I like to keep my collection of hay. A grain silo where I keep my grain. A wheat field. A combine harvester. And a tractor. This is the amount of space required to make the farm, including a handy grid which you can choose to copy that will also show you the starting position. Here are some of the materials that we will use throughout the build. And here are the rest of them. Please do make sure that you have access to all of those materials. Begin by placing 4 white concrete extending up from the ground. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then place a red concrete to the right, extend up, and then right 2, 1, 2, extend up 1, right 1, and then up by 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, extend right 1, and then up 1, and right by 3, 1, 2, 3, extend down and right and down by 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, extend right and down and right by 2, 1, 2, down 1, place a white concrete to the right and extend it down to the ground. We then want to extend backwards by 2 using red concrete, 1, 2. And then place a white concrete, extend up by 2, 1, 2, and then right by 3, 1, 2, 3, extend down to the ground, and place 2 red concrete to the right, 1, 2, place a white concrete and extend up by 2, 1, 2, and extend to the right by 3, 1, 2, 3, extend down to the ground, and then place 2 red concrete extending right, 1, 2, place a white concrete, and then extend the white concrete up by 3, 1, 2, 3, and then we want to copy what we have on the front, so we will place a red concrete to the right, up 1, right 2, up 1, right 1, and then up by 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, right 1, up 1, and then right by 3, 1, 2, 3, down, right, down by 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, right 1, down 1, right 2, down, white concrete to the right, then drop it down. And then we will copy what we have on the opposite side. We will place 2 red concrete extending right, and then a white concrete, up 2, right by 3, drop down, and then 2 more red as you can see, and then 1, 2, 3 white concrete, extend right, 1, 2, 3, and then drop down, and then connect all the way back to where we first started. Next, come all the way back to the front of the barn and extend this red concrete down to the ground, and this one as well. Fill this right side in with red concrete and do the same on the left. Place 2 spruce planks here with 2 rows on top, and the same on this opposite side. We then want to place smooth quartz slab starting here, extending all the way over to the left to here. Then place red concrete behind this middle part of the smooth quartz. Then place a row of smooth quartz slab on top of this. We then want to leave a gap and then place another row of red concrete just like this. And then fill this top part in using red concrete. And from the front, we will have something that should look like this. That's perfect. We are going to do the exact same thing on the back. So come all the way to the back of the barn, extend this red concrete down to the ground, and this one. Fill these sides in. Add the spruce. Add the row of smooth quartz slab across the top. Add a row of red concrete behind the smooth quartz. Smooth quartz slab on top of that. Leave a gap, place a row of red concrete, and then fill above this in using red concrete. And just like the front, we should have this. On the left and right sides of the build, we want to fill in between and on top of the doors in using red concrete like this. Next, we are going to connect the front and back doors together on the inside of the barn by digging 2 rows in between them. We want to fill those rows in with stripped spruce wood. And then place spruce fence on top. And then we are going to dig and remove all of the grass in between these rows. And replace this with oak planks. Next, on the front right side of the barn, we will place a stone brick here. We will then extend a stone brick slab out to the right of it, and then we will extend forwards, left, up, left, up, left, up, left, up. That will give us this shape. We can then take this shape and extend every single stone brick backwards until we overhang the back of the barn just by 1 row like this. And then we will extend all of these slabs backwards as well. And then we will connect all of these slabs together just like this, and do the same on the opposite side. We can place a brick here, slab here, extend forwards, left, up, left, up, left, up, left, up. Matches the opposite side, and then it's just easier to extend these stone bricks until they overhang by 1 row. And then we can extend all of these slabs as well. And then join them all together, just like so. And then we are going to move slightly further up, where we will place a row of red concrete here, behind our stone bricks, like so. We will then leave a gap of 2, starting here on the left, we'll leave a gap of 2, 1, 2, and then place a red concrete, and then a gap of 2, red concrete, gap of 2, red concrete, gap of 2, red concrete. This should give us a nice even set of windows. We will place red concrete along the top of this and on top of that as well. We want to match this on the opposite side. We place a row of red concrete. We create our 2-row gaps. Red concrete across the top of this. and then extend upwards just like so. We are then going to create a nice and traditional style roof actually. We will place a stone brick stair here, here, and here along the outside of the shape of the roof, just like this. Connect them together in the middle with stone bricks. Overhang the stairs and the bricks just by one row, like this. Place upside down stairs underneath the regular stairs like this. And I like to add an additional row of stone brick slabs underneath this end pair of stairs. It just makes it so that these windows are a little bit more symmetrical, if you can see how that works. And once we are happy with the shape of the roof like this, we will extend every single one of these blocks until they overhang the back just like this, and then we'll just have the roof. Next, we are going to add some fence to the sides of our stable. It actually doesn't matter which corner you start on, as long as you place a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spruce fence extending outwards, and then we extend the fence back, and we join to the opposite corner on that side, and we do the same over here as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then extend all the way forwards like this. And then just join like so. Once you have added the fence, that is the stable complete. Next, we are going to turn our attention to the chicken coop. This is attached to the stable. We want to start off by extending this back right corner bit of fence to the right by 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We then want to extend over to the right, and we want to join back to the stable, so just right next to the door. The starting position for the chicken coop is all the way over in this back corner. We extend inwards diagonally by 1 and place an oak fence. We then place 3, 1, 2, 3 oak slabs with a fence on the end. We then place 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 oak slabs extending forwards with an oak fence in front. We then place a row of 1, 2, 3 oak slabs extending right with an oak fence to the right. And then we just join front to back using oak slabs just like this. We will then extend each one of these fence up by 2. We then want to place oak planks extending up on top of our oak slabs. We will be creating some gaps in a moment. We then do want to create a space at the front just like this, so we want to be able to get up into the coop like so. And we also want to be able to like step up and down into it, so a spruce slab like this will work just fine. On the back, we are going to have a window. So this is made stacking up oak trapdoors like this, so that they are flush with the oak planks. We are also going to fill the base of this in with oak slabs for now, although this will change in a little bit. We then want to move to the left side of the coop and place 1, 2 oak slabs extending out from it. And then extend these slabs backwards by 2 as well. Drop this corner down and this corner down. Place an oak trapdoor here and here. And then a row of oak planks here on the left. And then we should be able to make the roof. So we can start here on the smaller side of the coop by placing spruce slabs like this that just overhang by one row. And then we extend these spruce slabs inwards and upwards just like this to meet this position. But the actual main roof of the chicken coop is a little bit more forward, so we will extend this slab forwards by 2, and then we will start extending inwards and upwards until we reach the center of the door here, and then we will start to drop down. We'll place a block right, down, right, and then we can extend all the way to the back and match the front, so we can start extending up and then down again and then in and then down like this, and then just connect front to back. I would recommend connecting as few of these slabs together as you can get away with. Although, there will be one block in particular on the front that we do have to sort out. So here we will just have to... There we go, that's perfect. So we can place a plank here, slabs here. And then on the inside of the chicken coop, we are going to remove these blocks so that we can just see into the sides like this. And we will add a spruce plank here with spruce trapdoors left and right, just like so. Maybe we can even extend these slabs like this, and then we've kind of got a little roosting point at the top. We can place a ladder here, and then that looks pretty good. If you don't mind seeing this from the outside, you can place hay in the ground, kind of like this, but that you will see it from the outside a little bit. So it does depend whether you mind seeing it or not, but it does look good. And then on this opposite side, we will do a similar thing. We'll place a spruce plank here and here, with spruce trapdoors in between, ladders here, and then once again, if you don't mind there being hay in the ground, then I think that looks really cool. And I just really like this design. You can, of course, add like a chest here in the corner if you want to store the eggs. You can add things like coral. If you can hydrate it, that would be even better, but that would be quite difficult. Like if we could hydrate the coral up here. Because like I said, this is where the chickens would roost. Or you could just leave it like that. It just looks like bedding of some description. And there we go. Perfect. That is the chicken coop, 100% fully completed. Minus the chickens. We will be adding those later. Next, we are going to make a field. This is situated on the opposite side of the farm. And we want to come all the way over to the front right-hand corner of our grid. And count backwards from this corner. 1, 2, 3. And then we want to dig and remove 30 blocks extending backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Next, we are going to dig 4 rows that way. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we want to hoe 17 blocks extending this way. And we want to plant wheat seeds. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. And then we are going to quickly plant these and miss as few as possible. Oh, we just missed one. That was almost perfect. So we want to have this. Then we are going to place in this position here a hay bale and extend left and 1 row backwards like this. We are then going to leave a gap of 3 left of this 2x2 square of hay bale. 1, 2, 3, and then place another one. So a 2x2 square like this. We then leave another gap of 3. 1, 2, 3, and then we place a 2x2 square just like this. We then want to leave a gap of 2 from the hay bale, extending this way, 1, 2, and then we want to place a 2x2 square, and we will do the same thing here as well. So, we will end up with this, which might seem a bit random, but the reason that we have done this is so that we can hoe around the hay bales like so. So starting from here, we are going to hoe the ground so that we are just one row away from all of the bales. You can see that we are just snaking along at the outside of them, and we will extend all the way to here. So we have hoed all the way one row past the hay bales, and then we are able to hoe all the way in this direction and then add wheat seeds into the tilled land, and then extend all the way back over here, and then we can just plant our seeds. And then we can simply hoe the entire area and fill all of this in with wheat seeds as we go. Next, we are going to fill in this empty row of 30 with brown terracotta, just like so. And we will extend to the wheat. And we will also extend in between our wheat field and our row of brown terracotta like this. And we will remove all of the grass surrounding the hay bales. And we will replace all of this empty space with brown terracotta. Next, we are going to create a right angle from the beginning of this row of white terracotta, extending all the way back and joining to the wheat section here. And we are going to remove all of the grass in between to make just a giant rectangular shape. So on the opposite end of the field, we will add a row of brown terracotta, just extending from the wheat all the way to the edge of the field. But with all of these rows in between, we want to apply a pattern. The pattern is simple. We place a brown concrete, 2 brown terracotta, brown concrete. We repeat this, extending all the way across, just like that. And then we extend all of these rows down and connect to the opposite side of the field. I'm also going to add a row of spruce fence along the outer row of the field like this. And I'm also going to add a row of oak leaves, leaving a gap of one alongside the front of the field, just like so. Next, let's add our combine harvester. There's not really a right or wrong place to add this thing, but my recommendation would be to find the space between the fields and the hay, extend all the way out to this brown concrete here, and then place a stone cutter. It actually wants to face this way. We want to place 2 more stone cutters this way, and 2 more stone cutters that way. A grindstone this way, a grindstone this way, and then we want to place waxed, oxidized, copper trapdoors here and here, and we want to make them flip up. So I'm just going to use levers because I have them, but any method that you want to use is absolutely fine. And we will just replace the ground like this. Perfect. Guys, I'm dumb. We don't need the levers to do this. I wish I could turn back time. It turns out you can just do one of these. I feel like such a noob. So, we then want to place dark prismarine slabs extending back from above and behind that central stone cutter like this. We will extend the slab backwards and then place a dark prismarine block on top. And then extend backwards by 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just like this. Extend those back 2 blocks down using dark prismarine slabs to give us this shape. We then want to place 3. 1, 2, 3 dark prismarine extending from the back towards the front with a yellow terracotta, dark prismarine, and then a yellow terracotta here in this position. We then want to extend the yellow terracottas and the dark prismarine in between outwards on both sides, just like this. We then want to place an oxidized cut copper stairs here, an upside down one, and another upside down one here. And this is on both sides as well, so an upside down one here, and an upside down one here. We then want to place oxidized cut copper on top of this back stair, extending forwards on top of this yellow terracotta, with 2 oxidized cut copper stairs in front. And then we want to place a cut copper here, a stair here, extend back, and then just place 4 more cut copper, and then fill the center of this in with the cut copper. We are then going to place a black stone stair here in this position, and in front of and below it, an oxidized cut copper slab. We'll extend outwards and then back like this, and outwards and back. We then want to place 2 rows of black stained glass surrounding the stair like this, extending up, a string here, and then black carpet across the top of the cab, just like so. Next, we will place the wheels, starting with the big one at the front. So we place a black stone here in this position, in between the 2 yellow terracotta. We place a yellow concrete underneath it, and then join down with a black stone. Extend black stone left and right of this yellow concrete, and place black stone stairs in each one of the corners to create a circle. If you would like, you can place a chain to connect back to the actual vehicle as well, just like this. And let's do the same on the opposite side as well. So a black stone here, yellow concrete underneath, black stone below, black stone left and right of the yellow concrete, and then we place black stone stairs in each one of the 4 corners and join the center all the way back to the actual vehicle. Then, when it comes to the back, we are going to place chains here, 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 and here. And we want to place 4 blackstone stairs in a circular shape, just like this. So once we have done that on both sides, we will have 4 wheels. Next, we are going to place a mangrove button here and here. And we are going to place hay on top of the back of the harvester and extend the hay 2 rows forwards. We will place upside down cut copper stairs on both sides with flipped up warped trapdoors in front of and behind the hay. And do feel free to kind of make the shape of the hay a bit more interesting if you like, and we can add a bit of variety with some yellow carpet. Next, come to the left side of the combine harvester and place 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 copper trapdoors extending out of the side of the harvester. I would recommend placing a solid block along the top of the trapdoors so that we are then able to place trapdoors all the way around the outside of these blocks to make a tube like this. We are then going to add a trapdoor to the end here, remove this one, place a hopper underneath, and then we can remove some or all of the hay out of the top of this, place a blackstone wall here, and then if we close all of this up, this gives us a tube. So effectively, what happens is the combine harvester sucks up all of this wheat, it ends up in this basket, and then it gets shot out of this tube here into a tractor trailer, which we are now going to make. So underneath this hopper, let's place a hay, and underneath the hay, a smooth stone slab, which we then want to extend left and right, just like this. And then we will place a blackstone here and here with a smooth stone slab in between. We then add a row of smooth stone slab behind here, blackstone here and here, slab in between. We then place some hay on top, just like this, and maybe an additional one here. I'm also just going to place a few more solid blocks so that we are able to add acacia trapdoors all the way around the side, which we want to flip up, not like that. Then we will add stone buttons to the wheels of our trailer, and then remove these excess blocks, and then stick a yellow carpet here, here, and kind of just anywhere along the hay that you like. And that's the trailer. Now let's make the tractor. Begin by placing 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 smooth stone slabs extending out of the front of the trailer. Remove the first and replace it with a grindstone facing this way. We then want to place upside down and regular blackstone stairs in a circular position at the back of these smooth stone slabs, just like this. And then at the front we will place just a simple pair of blackstone, and then we are going to place a blast furnace here at the front, and then behind it an acacia plank, leave a gap, place a plank, add a lever here on this side, and on this side a polished tough wall with an acacia fence on top of it. And then I'm simply going to add a rail here with a minecart inside, acacia pressure plate here, and on top of the front pair of wheels, just like this. And we can even add buttons to these, although I think that I made a slight boo-boo in that I can't add a button here in this position. So ideally I would shift the tractor either one row forwards or back to compensate for this, but if this wasn't here, we would place this here. My bad. So now that we have completed our wheat field, we are going to turn our attention to the pig pen, which is all the way over here in this direction. And the way that we place it is by coming all the way to the corner of this field. We leave a gap of 1 and then dig 1, 2, 3 blocks in the ground and place pods on inside of that empty space. We then count from the edge of the podzol here. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then one row inwards, and we place 1, 2, 3 red concrete on top of each other, which we then extend to the left by 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we extend down. We then start extending backwards. We place a red concrete, followed by a diorite wall, a gap, and then 2 red concrete. 1, 2. We then place a diorite wall, a gap, and then 2 red concrete. We then extend across the back of the build and join all the way to the front. And we extend our red concrete up as high as the row at the front as well, including these ones connected to the diorite. We can also connect the red concrete together across the top, and we will extend our diorite wall up as well. And then on the front of the build, we will extend each one of these rows inwards by 2, so 1, 2, 1, 2, and we will place red terracotta here and here, just left and right of the main entrance. We then have to create a banner by throwing down a loom, opening it up, placing a red banner and some white dye in there, and applying the Soltaire pattern. I don't think I've ever said that out loud. Followed by the Bourgeois pattern. I hope that I said that correctly, Soltaire. Then we will place a banner in front of each one of these double rows of red terracotta. Next, we are going to remove all of the blocks inside of our pig pen. And replace them all with stone. Then we are going to come to the side of the pen and place a row of 6 spruce fence extending left from this block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we can extend all the way backwards and join all the way to here. And then we will remove all of the grass inside of our fenced off area. And replace it all with podzol. Moving inside, the interior for this is very simple. We will add a couple of cauldrons here at the back and some hay bales in the corner. Kind of like this. It doesn't have to match this, but something similar would look pretty good. And we will make a trough using spruce trapdoors, like this. So that looks great. Feel free to add composters inside of this, and you can fill the composters up kind of like this, and this looks like some form of animal food. Or alternatively add item frames and different foodstuffs in there. It's completely up to you. I'm also just going to add some patches of brown carpet as well, just to kind of look a little bit like dirt. And lastly, the roof. So the roof's really simple. It's made using smooth stone slabs, and we place one here, extending off of the front right corner of the build. We extend forwards one, and then left, up, left, up, left, up. Left by 3, 1, 2, 3, and then down, left, down, left. And then we will extend all the way to the back, overhang one, and then we will copy the shape that we have made on the front. We are then going to fill the empty space on the front and the back of the roof in with red concrete like this. We wouldn't want any gaps. And then we are simply just going to connect the smooth stone slabs together, front to back. My recommendation would be to extend every available slab backwards. You don't have to seal up the roof, so like you could, for instance, just extend that one, but I'd recommend extending every single one of them. And now that we've done that, we are just going to dip inside and we are going to add an extra row underneath the main part of the roof. You can see the difference here. It gradiates a lot nicer if we just add this underneath. And there we have it. With the pig pen complete, we can now move on to the barn. To place the barn, we will come to this fence right here and count to the left of it by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So here we will place a red concrete, extend forwards, and then extend up by 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We then want to extend left 1, up 1, left 2, up 1, and then left by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down 1, left 2, down 1, left 1, and then all the way down. We then want to extend right 1, place a die right wall, extend up by 3, 1, 2, 3, come to the right side a second, and place a red concrete here, die right wall to the left, extend up, and join the top die right walls together. We then want to place a row of red concrete on top of the die right wall, and then 1, 2, 3, smooth quartz slabs here, red concrete left and right of these slabs just like this, and then we just want to add a row of red concrete just at the top. We then want to fill this gap in here and here, and then we are going to extend, so pretend that this block didn't exist, we are going to extend the side of the barn backwards by 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then we will extend across and we will join to the opposite side like this. And we will fill the sides in just completely with red concrete. And the opposite side as well. And then on the back of the build, we are going to copy the same shape that we have on the front. Just like this. And we want to have the same window, but that's actually it. So as long as we have the same window on the front of the build, you should just be able to copy it from the front, just like I have. And then we can just completely seal up the barn, like so. And then we are going to move into the barn and we will replace all of this grass . Now that we have made the floor of our barn, we are going to fill it up a little bit. So the barn is basically just a hay bale storage area, of which, as you can imagine, we have plenty. So over in this corner, we are going to make a 3x3x3 hay bale. So 1, 2, 3, and then extend up by 2 rows, and then out by 2 rows. And this is a 3x3x3 cube. Next to it, we'll do a 2x2x2. So 1, 2. Extend up, and then outwards, and then let's try a 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we extend up 1, 2, 3, and then back, and then we extend outwards. As a matter of fact, it will be a bit too much to have a 4x4x4, but that looks pretty good. I mean, you can extend it across. There is more than enough room, but I think that it'll be a little bit too crowded. So we have 3 different cube sizes. And I'm thinking that we do a similar thing here on this opposite side, except we kind of do it in reverse. So maybe like 1, 2, 3. If this doesn't clog up the barn a bit too much, the entrance. So 1, 2, 3, like so. So we have our 3 by 3, and then we'll do our 2 by 2, and then we'll go for the 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So same thing, but in reverse, and we could even extend the 4 by 4 by 4 another row across, but I think that that's fine. And I quite like that. It makes the barn look very, very full like this, so I'm quite happy. Do feel free to change the sizes of the bales if you like. So now all we have to do is add the roof. The roof's really simple. We start here and we place 1, 2 stone bricks. And then we place stone bricks extending all the way along the top of the roof. And then we extend 2 rows down like this. And the stone bricks want to hang 1 row off of the front of the barn. Just like so, and then we can extend every single one of these stone bricks until they overhang the back of the barn by 1 row as well. And that's it. We've went for a very simple roof shape for this one. Now that we have completed the barn, we can move on to the grain silo. So the way that we place it is by coming to the front left hand corner of the barn and counting to the left by 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And place 1, 2, 3 red concrete extending left. We then want to place a red concrete extending back, left, and then back by 2. 1, 2. Extend right, back, 2, forwards, right, forwards, 2, left, forwards, left. Just like this. We then want to extend up all of the outer blocks by 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And what I mean by the outer blocks is you don't have to extend these inward corner blocks, as you can see, to get the circular shape of the silo. So we're just saving a bit of time by doing this. But we do actually want to connect them together all the way up at the top of the build like this. And then we will place smooth quartz block on top of our red concrete all the way around like this, connected together. Then we will place smooth quartz stairs joined together in a ring like this. There we go, that's perfect. And then on top of this, we will add a row of smooth quartz slabs. Just like so. And there we go. We now want to come all the way down to the bottom front of the silo and add a cauldron here, a lever here, a row of stone brick wall extending all the way up to the very top here. And then we are actually going to join it into the top of the silo, kind of like this. And we want to kind of just like cover up, just like so. So there does want to be a little bit of a gap apparent from the outside. And we also want to break into the silo at the top as well. We replace these 2 blocks with, well, nothing. We just remove those 2 blocks. We don't replace them. And we add a ladder here, extending all the way up from the ground. We then add iron bars along the side of the ladder, maybe even just all the way up to the little entrance here. And inside of the silo would be just a massive amount of like animal feed, basically, so corn and what have you. So I'm going to be using yellow terracotta for this, and maybe we'll even connect. So like these parts of the silo up here, maybe we'll actually connect all of the red concrete down like this. And we just want to create just a few bunches, kind of like so. So it just wants to look stacked up kind of naturally. And then we can add some bamboo buttons to kind of just look like little bits of grain. And there we go. That is the grain silo 100% fully completed. And if this did indeed work, we'd hit that lever and then it'd come like shooting out into this bucket and we'd be able to feed our chickens or whichever animals we like. Next, let's add some finishing touches. So first of all, we will add a 3-row wide podzol path that leads all the way up the middle of our farm. So this path pretty much maintains a distance of 1 from everything. So the field, the stables, and pretty much everything else. So as long as it's 1 row away, everything is fine. We do also want to extend it out to the right. And you can see that we already have 3 podzol blocks lined up for us. And we want to extend it all the way out to the left. And we can extend it literally just all the way to the outer portions of the grid. But not only that, we can also extend to our stable as well, just as long as we are maintaining that distance of 1 away from everything. So if you want it to be nice and even, we'll just have 2 rows here. I think that's fine. And we also want to just connect to the middle of the barn as well, just like this. So you can see we have this kind of we have this path that kind of leads around everywhere. We also want it in front of the stables as well. And as a matter of fact, it can just go straight across these stables all the way to the edge of the grid. And then we'll just connect in like this. And then let's fill all of that empty space in with the podzol. And then we just want to connect the barn as well. And we want to connect to the pig pen, but we'll use some stone for this. And then we can add some leaves up the side of the pen and just around the back of the farm, just like this. We will also create a little bit of separation as well between the pig pen and the barn, just with a row of leaves. Extend all the way across the back and forwards to here. We have a little bit of dead space on this part of the farm, so you could either extend this pen all the way out, kind of like how we did the chicken coop. You could even add another chicken coop if you wanted to, or I'm going to add some trees, because I feel as though that the farm doesn't have quite enough nature, and you could even stick I'm actually thinking in these trees we could add some bee nests as well, just so that it's a little bit more naturalistic around here, and of course we would bone meal the surroundings a bit. I think that we'll also add some trees all the way over here in this opposite side as well. And the last thing that we have to do, ladies and gentlemen, is add some animals to our farm. But before we do that, I am a little bit security conscious, so I always like to add some barrier blocks around the top of my fences, both inside and outside of wherever I'm going to be storing my animals. And if you want to keep your animals around, you will have to name tag them. So if you grab a name tag, throw it in an anvil, and call it, you know, whatever you might want to call it. Then whenever we place our animals, so in this field in particular, I'd like some cows. Then you just name them, and they hopefully won't go anywhere. So this little field here, I want reserved for cows. All the way over here, I'll have a couple of horses. In the chicken coop area, we will of course have some chickens. And lastly, all the way over here, we will have a couple of pigs. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is the farm 100% fully completed. However, this video is not over. We must now add our farm into our city. I think that a really good place for the farm will be somewhere in between our army base and our new modern suburban suburbs. Right about here will do. We're not going to be too specific.
I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do remember to subscribe to the channel. If you'd like to watch any more of my videos, check out the Mini City Builds playlist. And if you would like to download every single build in this city, consider becoming a channel member. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.